Good morning one and all. Now in today's class we'll be studying about creativity. First, let us understand what you mean by creativity. Creativity means what? Okay, something new or innovative. Okay, it can be new ideas, new products, new process. Okay, that everything will come under creativity. Now let us understand what are the features of creativity. See, if you try to implement something new concepts or new process or new ideas, that everything will come under creativity, means something different which is already present or which is already existing. Okay, leaving that something new innovative, or you do something new invention or discovery, that will come under the creativity. Now we'll understand what are the features of creativity. In that, first one is what? Managing ignorance and failure. First, let us understand what you mean by ignorance. Ignorance means what? A person is ignorant. He is not aware. He is not aware means he don't know about that particular thing or product. If that person doesn't know about that whichever product or thing, you make him known. Okay, means you make him aware of that particular product. I'll give you one simple example. Like suppose think that one new product has come in the market. Okay, and a person is ignorant, means he don't know that new product has already come in the market. So how you try to make him known? Okay, how you try to make him aware and know that this particular product has come in the market. So that is what? Managing ignorance and failure also. If suppose what happens, it doesn't mean that all creative ideas will be progressive or all creative ideas will be successful only. At times it may fail also. So how they try to manage the failure. The next one, knowledge as a flow concept. Means what? Now whatever you gain, that is called as a knowledge. Knowledge, it is a flow concept. Flow concept means what? It is never ending. It will never come to an end. Means today what you learn, tomorrow the things will be different. Okay, means today what you gain, whatever knowledge is there, again tomorrow something new knowledge you will gain. It is a flow concept, means it is a never ending process. It will never come to an end. Like suppose you cannot tell that I am fully knowledgeable, or you cannot tell that I have learned everything in life. It is nothing like that. Okay, means knowledge will be increasing. Today what you gain knowledge, again tomorrow you gain another new knowledge. The next one, being spiritualistic. Okay, now being spiritualistic means what? Thinking about the new things which are there, means giving pressure to your brain or knowledge, means gaining new ideas and new process. Then imperfection of nature. As already I have told you that imperfection. No one is perfect. You cannot tell that I am perfect, I know everything and I have learned everything and all that. Okay. Imperfection of nature means what? Some things will be missing or some things will be lacking and all. Okay. So like that way you need to make it perfect. Okay, or how you can gain more perfection. Like suppose what happens, if you gain any kind of a new creative idea, you need to understand that okay, whatever idea, whatever process is there, that is more perfect. Then reality is not so obvious. Okay, now reality is not so obvious means what? Now you should try to live in the reality world, means whatever things are going on in reality. Now I will tell you the difference between imaginary and reality. Imaginary means what? You just try to imagine the things that this thing will be like that and that thing will be like that. Okay, but reality means what? Actually whether that thing is happening or not. So reality is not so obvious. The next one, holistic decision making. In that you need to remember, okay, faith, knowledge and experience. These three things you need to remember. Okay, like faith means what? Having faith or trust in the people. Like suppose what happens, if you just take one simple example, if a salesman he will come and visit your house and he will try to sell the product. Okay, now whether as a common customer you will try to trust that person or no. Okay, whether you have a faith in that person or not. Okay, so that is faith, knowledge and experience also, to gain full experience. So these are the features of creativity. Okay, now apart from that we will understand the next part, that is barriers to creativity. Means what are the barriers or restriction to creativity. In that, first one is what? Fear of rejection. Now fear of rejection means what? Now as I've told you, whatever new creative ideas you will gain, okay, you will be having that fear whether your idea will be accepted or whether your idea will be rejected. Now it is not all the time that all the ideas will be accepted only. Okay, at times few ideas will be accepted and few ideas will be rejected. So whenever a person or whenever you try to invent or a new thing or new creative idea, okay, that fear will be there in that mind, that whether my idea will be accepted or whether the idea will be rejected. So that fear of rejection will be there. Okay, the next one is fear of risk. Now it is not so very easy task to invent or launch something new product or new idea. That much risk is been involved. Okay, like suppose what happens, risk means what? Now suppose when you try to invent a new thing, that fear will be there. Okay, that you have to take that risk. Okay, whether that product is of good quality, okay, or whether my product will be sold in the market or not. That much risk is been involved. That fear will be there. The next one, no expectation that ideas are everyone's responsibility. Okay, now there is no expectation that ideas are everyone's responsibility. Okay, like each and every person will be having different opinions and different ideas. Means what one person will be thinking, the other person will be thinking some different things or different ideas will be there. So there is no expectation that ideas are everyone's responsibility. Now one person's idea may be good, other person's idea may not be good. Okay, like that way. Then too much time between creation and implementation. Now there is a too much time between creation and implementation. Now first you understand what is the difference between creation and implementation. Creation means what? Creating or generating the new ideas which are there. And implementation means what? Putting the ideas into action. Suppose if you only create or if you only think about the new ideas, it will not be effective. Apart from thinking new ideas, you should try to implement that also. Implement means put the plan or put the ideas into action. So there is too much time between creation and implementation. The next one, neglect. Okay, neglect means what? You try to neglect. You don't give attention to the various things which are there. That is called as a neglect. Okay, now you will try to give attention only to the major things, good things which are there, but you try to avoid or neglect the bad things. The next one, only left brain. See here, there is right brain and left brain. Right brain means what? Able to generate new ideas. Okay, generate means from where the ideas will come. Ideas will come from the brain only. If you give more pressure to your brain and start in a thinking process more, then the new ideas will come. Okay, that is ability to generate. And left brain means what? Try to implement those ideas or put those plan or ideas into action. The next one, valuing only big ideas. See, it is not all the time that you give attention or value to only the big ideas, but also you have to give attention to the small minor ideas also, because even the small ideas are more effective, because small ideas will only contribute to the big ideas. Then next one is short termism. Okay, short termism means what? Having only short term goal or short term plan. See, ideas, whatever ideas are there, it can be there for a short period of time also and long period of time also. If you plan for a long period of time, okay, chances are there that ideas may fail, because whatever ideas are there, you have planned for a long term duration. And short term which is there, if ideas you plan only for a short time or short period of time, okay, that time what happens, only for short time it will be there. Is it clear? So that point of time the ideas may be successful. So these are the barriers to creativity. So in this class we have studied about creativity, means how the new ideas or new process will be there, and implementing something new ideas and new product, okay. And we had studied about the features, means managing ignorance and failure. If a person is ignorant or not aware about that particular thing, then knowledge as a flow concept, okay, means knowledge is a flow concept. Learning is a continuous process. Today what you learn, again tomorrow things will be different. Then being spiritualistic, imperfection of nature, means here now it is imperfect, no one is perfect. Then reality is not so obvious. Then holistic decision making, okay, faith, knowledge and experience. Then we had said about the barriers to creativity. There is fear of rejection. We will be having fear that whether our ideas will be accepted or rejected. Then fear of risk will be there, okay. Then no expectation that ideas are everyone's responsibility. Then there is too much time between creation and implementation, means whatever the ideas have been generated or created, those ideas should be implemented or put that plan into action. Then neglect, you try to neglect the small ideas or small things. Then only left brain, there is right brain and left brain. Right brain means generating new ideas, and left brain putting that ideas into action. Then valuing only big ideas, you give value only to big ideas and small ideas will be rejected. Then short termism, means whether you plan for a short term duration or for a long term duration. If you plan for a short period of time or short termism, your plans will be successful. But whether you plan for a long term duration, ideas may fail. So this is all about creativity. Thank you.